Similar as in like kind of going back, you kind of know what to expect. Like the dog pile the other day wasn't quite the emotional high that we had last year because we kind of, always expected to get back and expected to be there a little bit. And you kind of know what's ahead of you. And I talked to the kids earlier today about, the trap of going back can get you caught up in looking ahead. And, we have to stay in the moment. And this is a whole new experience this year with this group. And, we have to go down there with the right focus. And right now we got to focus on Canyon and trying to figure out, as much as we can about them and, how to win that one game first and then worry about the rest later. Well, that was actually, WT kind of printed that off one day. It was after the Paris loss, actually. He put it up in the dugout. I was like, guys, don't forget about this, we want to get back to the spot. This is where we want to be next year, and we want to be holding a gold trophy. So, all that, Saturday did was allow us to have that opportunity. And winning Wednesday will give us the same game, having a state championship game. So right now the focus is on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and, with this team, they know what to expect going down there, but, they've got to really focus on how they can play their best baseball to win this game Wednesday. Well, we knew Spencer Kuhn was tough, going to be tough to beat. He two-hit Pleasant Grove's lineup, which I think is one of the best lineups we've seen all year. So, going into that game, we kind of knew that if we could win game one without using WT, that would set us up to win the whole series. And it was kind of a gamble, but, our guys made it look good. Dylan Neighbors came in and did a heck of a job. We got outs from Tristan, we got outs from Cam. So it was one of those games where everybody put it together and made us look good, but that's your players. Like your players can make a good coach. So it had nothing to do with my decisions. It was more about like them executing it. And the matchups ended up working out to where it looked good, but our kids went out and just played well and performed. Well, we just don't know a whole lot about them, so you're trying to find stats, you're trying to find whatever you can. So it's just hard right now to figure out who they are as a team, how they kind of go. You look at their schedule, don't really know anybody they played, so it's hard to contact people and find out stuff. So we're playing that game right now where we're kind of focused on ourselves and playing our type of baseball, and that means bunting, running the bases, throwing strikes, playing defense, and we think that could lead to a victory against whoever. So that's kind of the blanket approach is. Play our baseball, and then we'll see what happens with the other team. So from last year, you can sit there and say, like, the setting, you know what it's going to be like, so you can kind of go in with the approach of like, hey, now I can kind of focus on the game. I've taken all that in before. I can kind of see myself in that situation before it happens, and we're big on the mental game here, and we want to see everything before it happens, and having the ability to go down there a year ago allows a lot of these guys that were there to kind of picture themselves in that same spot, same situation, and being able to, visualize that positive outcome. And, your body doesn't really know the difference, or the mind doesn't know the difference between like your mental game and the real thing. So we try to master the mental game first and, win it up here first, and we'll see what happens after that.